I actually recorded like a few versions of this video back in Italy, but the sound of the birds and the environment was so loud that all the videos were basically useless. And the few times that it actually went well, there were kids walking all around me because, oh my god, camera, mobile phone, kids, you know? So, yeah. I'm gonna try and record this in a few rooms, maybe a few outside locations if the weather is holding up, which it isn't. So let's get going, I guess. Okay, deep breaths. Hey, it's me, Luos. It's been a while. Yeah, I got a little bit older, I got a little bit of a beard, even less hair. So I wanted to make a video about the last few years, kind of explain where I've been, where I'm going to, and anything in between. So let's start, I guess. Let's start at 2023. Don't worry, I'm not going to do a day-by-day basis. I started that year working as a lead VFX artist at Slipgate Ironworks on a never to be announced title, which is sad, but well, Embracer, yeah. I had a great team, and the people at Slipgate were amazing, super friendly, very creative, very smart, and I learned a lot from them. And looking at that year, yeah, I was really enjoying my work and my personal life. I did a lot with my friends, went to festivals, theaters, you name it. So, yeah, I was genuinely, I cannot pronounce the word, happy. So, yeah, the most positive thing that happened that year was that I married this amazing woman, Suzanne. She is so darn kind. We've known each other for like 20 years now almost. And she constantly amazes me. She's so darn kind, so patient, so friendly, easygoing. Yeah, I just had to marry her. I also had a really bad thing happen that year. I think it was around May. I went to a festival, and you know, Dutch festivals, there's beer involved and probably some other stuff as well. And on the second day of that festival, I was really tired, but I just went through the day, drank some beers, smoked some stuff, and that evening, the TLDR is I got something in a cigarette that I shouldn't have smoked, and I was tripping balls, and that resulted in a near-death experience that I'm not going to go into too much detail with, but let's just say that it was bad. It was really bad. It took me a while to get over that, but it didn't affect my general personal life and my work. I just kept going on and on, so that was fine. But slowly over time, that experience started to build up, and I started having more negative effects of it. I'm actually not even sure I'm going to put this in the video because drug use, you know how people are. But yeah, shit happened, and I generally cope with it fine. Until I didn't. But that's for a little bit later in the story. Cue to the ending of 2023, and we had some bad news at Slipgate Ironworks. Embracer decided to fire a lot of people. And they did. I wasn't one of them at that time, but it was already like sad to see so many of my friends, my colleagues going. But I ended the year well with Suzanne. But then, the first week of 2024, there was another call at Slipgate, and we heard there's going to be another round of firing, and I was one of them. So there was a lot of sadness between colleagues and ex-colleagues, but I generally took it well. I was like, I'm just gonna update my VFX packs, my other packs, then find another job to do. And that started out well. I started working on a reimagination of my 8 elements pack because I felt that pack could use a lot of work. And then all of a sudden I started developing an infection in my ears, my nose, my throat, and that almost got into my brain. Luckily, the medication finally took hold and everything went better until I slowly started developing a ringing sound in my ears. And I've always had like a little bit of ringing sound in my ears due to probably loud music and whatnot. But this was different. This was quite loud and quite painful even. So I went to the doctor and he was like, it will go away. It's just the infection. It's like doing its last thing and then will go away. Sadly, it didn't. It only got louder and louder and louder and louder and louder. Basically, if you have like two tea kettles, one over here, one over there, and they're constantly reminding you that you have to take it off the fire because the water is boiling hot and it's beeping loud and ringing loud, it kind of felt like that. And that was a nightmare because I couldn't sleep anymore, I couldn't properly think anymore, I couldn't do my work anymore, I was stressed because of it. It was a massive impact on my life, like drastically so. So again, I went to the doctor who didn't take me seriously, but eventually he did forward me to the nose, throat doctor kind of thing. And they went like, it's psychological. We can't do much about it because it's in your head. It's not actually your ears that are doing the ringing. And that hurt a lot. Them just instantly believing that. Not even like checking my ears, not a scan, nothing. Just, it's in your mind, man. And that kind of sucked. So yeah, because of that, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't think properly. I couldn't do my work. I was basically a zombie, a shell of my former self kind of thing. I totally lost the person I was because I just couldn't do anything. And it took a long time for me to somewhat recover from that because the doctor didn't believe it was physical, and neither did the ENT doctor. So they forwarded me to a special centrum for people with like hearing problems, and they are mainly focused on the psychological thing instead of the physiological. And even there, I didn't get any scans or anything. They just went, it's in your brain, it's psychological. You'll have to follow this half-year course, and we'll help you deal with the tinnitus. We'll make you think it's not there anymore. That kind of crap. And I was like, no, it's not psychological, it's physical. And to this day, I still believe that, but because of that back and forth, things didn't move as fast as I wanted them to be. And especially the Dutch healthcare system is just so focused on tinnitus is psychological. There's barely any room to get your voice heard if it's physical. And that means that I'll probably have to try other countries like Belgium or Germany and see if the treatment there is better and that they actually listen to you, because over here I feel like I'm not being heard. So that's something. So yeah, like I said before, I was always tired. There have been multiple weeks where I just didn't sleep at all. And it went so bad that I started dreaming when I was awake. And when I fell asleep, I was totally conscious. So it was different than a normal dream. Kind of like lucid dreaming, but way worse. So yeah, that just didn't go well. And it will still be a year before therapy started. Long live waiting lists. So it really felt like a wasted year. Even though it also felt like a wasted year because even though I got like very expensive earplugs to protect my ears, I was too scared to go to festivals and any other loud venues because I was scared that the damage to my ears would become worse. So I started avoiding that, and I really went back into the agoraphobic ways of just staying at home. And luckily, I have really good friends and a very patient wife that gave me all the space I needed to try and recover and deal with this stuff. So I'm forever thankful to them. I've always been, but yeah. And the only other thing that really helped me through that year was basically Weekly Beats 2024. You basically had to make one track, a music track, a week for 52 weeks, and that really kept me sane because I was so scared that I would never be able to enjoy music anymore, and also very scared that I would never be able to produce music anymore. But slowly over time, yeah, I started like putting aside the tinnitus. I could basically zone out and not hear it, and then just enjoy the music and enjoy the music making progress. With the downside of my ringing being much louder after like a session of making music or listening to music. So it is what it is, and I actually did the full 52-week weekly beats, so I made 52 tracks in a year. Uh, I don't like all of them. There's some I like. A lot of them are. Who am I to judge my own music? If I had fun making it, that's the most important thing. And also, another cool thing that happened that year was meeting this amazing fellow. This is my brother's son, Aaron. And I never knew I could love a kid as much as I do now. And it also made me love my brother more, appreciate my brother more. Because just seeing him, that giant man, I mean, he's taller than me, more muscular than me, with that little child in his arms the first day I met them, oh my god. I just melt and I just love them so much. So yeah, at least I had those things going on for me, I guess. So yeah, that was 2024 for me, which besides just knowing that I have really good friends, a lovely wife, and weekly beats keeping me sane, it was for me quite a wasted year in which I was very tired and my body just started withering away because of the lack of sleep. Yeah, it is what it is. So, yeah, 2025. I finally started therapy, and therapist is a really great person. She's genuinely caring. She really wants to help me become the person I was, but not really the person I was because that person died like last year, but more the person I want to become. She's helping me deal with all the stress and psychological problems that developed due to the lack of sleeping and still the ringing sounds and my body basically just degrading over a year. So I'm noticing all of a sudden that I'm getting older. Like I have so many physical pains that I can deal with, but still it's kind of annoying, of course. I probably would have had them if I slept properly. Luckily, I eat properly. But yeah. What else is there? To clean my mind a little bit, to empty my mind, I started writing down something I've had in my head for like 20 or so years, maybe more. I initially started writing things down, but eventually I just kept everything in my head, which created more and more chaos. I'm talking about a video game I want to make. And ever since I was a little kid, I wanted to make a video game. And I'm now 42, I still haven't made my own video game. But I was always thinking about this video game. So I collected everything I could find, like the things that I wrote down digitally on paper, in books, whatever. And I wrote it all down, and it became like a 180 page concept basically, and now I'm slowly starting to write the story for that. For like, I have the world building, so now I need to write the story, and that's going rather well. But like the realist in me is like, you're never gonna make it because it's gonna be so expensive. You need a whole team and yada yada yada. But on the other hand, I'm just gonna keep writing until I'm done, and we'll take it from there. Yeah, well, if you have seen one of the previous videos, I actually went on vacation with Suzanne to Italy, and did that was just so great. It did me good. I'm constantly changing scenes because I saw that in a Ben Jordan movie, and I thought, why not? It actually feels better than keeping the same background over and over again. So, but yeah, where was I? So this year I went on vacation with Suzanne to Italy, Tuscany. Such a beautiful country, such great food, and that really did me well. I felt a lot better since. Sleeping has improved drastically. I can now basically just put my head on a pillow and I fall asleep, which is something that I'm really thankful for because now I actually feel like a human being again. Sleeping poorly for a year is really not good for humans. So yeah, there's that. So I got this really great earplugs that actually just lower the volume by about 18 decibel without any quality loss. So the sound's still great, just a bit more quiet, and that went well. I had a lot of fun at the festival. It was great to meet some people I always meet at festivals again. It was fun to just do like fun stuff again with my brother, with a few other friends, with my wife. So yeah, that was a great experience, and I really want to go again. So that's a good sign, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna turn around and check my notes. Yeah, I'm questioning what I want to do with my life and work by now, because do I still want to do VFX? I kind of do, but I would love to finally do something that on a genre that I like. I mean, I've done realistic. It's not my forte. It doesn't give me joy. I've tried a lot of different indie games, and there's been a lot of fun stuff there. But if it was up to me, if I could do something more like Clap Secure or any like more turn-based JRPG fantasy thing, that I would like it. But if I'm being honest, if I had the money, and I don't, I would love to really work on my own game. I mean, that's been a dream for me for so long that that's definitely something high on my list. I'm also wondering if I should do something with music. I'm very critical about myself, and listening back, I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely not good enough yet to do that. I can learn and I can practice, but is it worth it to pursue that? I don't know. So yeah, any other things in game dev that I like? I like environment art. I like designing stuff, but I don't know. I need to think about it a bit. I do know that I need to update the packs I made, so that's probably one of the first things I'm gonna try, and then take it from there, I guess. So I'm gonna take it slowly and wondering what I'm gonna do for the next 10, 15 years, because it's gonna be important. I want to have fun in my life, and I want to do things that truly are me, that I care about, instead of just doing stuff because it makes money. I don't know. I really feel like I should put my own interests and my own love first before anything else. So yeah, gonna turn around again. Next point. Yeah, so where are we mentally and Tennessee, I guess. So the tinnitus will probably never go away. I still need to contact like specific doctors in Belgium and Germany and see what can be done. But on the other hand, I'm still so tired that I don't want to waste too much energy there. So yeah, I should probably do it. But yeah, to describe the tinnitus, maybe for the more audio related people, it's between, there's a spike at 3K, around 3K hertz, 7K, 8.9K, 9.8K hertz, and those are like really like ringing, like very high beep. I'm not gonna create it or trying to make a beep sound because I can. But yeah, it feels like about 90, 100 decibels all the time. So it's fucking loud. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm actually getting used to it. Like I hear it all the time, and at some point, I just went, I don't care anymore. It's there. Fuck it. I do feel kind of sad that I'll probably never enjoy silence again. So who knows? Maybe one day the tinnitus just goes gone. But yeah, but I can cope with it. I'm fine with it now. It's just there, and it's like a weird itch that you can't scratch. It's just there. Fuck it. Mentally, I'm doing a lot better, mainly because of the sleeping, but also because my friends and wife all just went so supportive. They are caring, and they are always asking. No, not always, but they're genuinely asking if I'm doing all right. And at the festival, they ask me like, "Are you okay? Do you need like a moment for yourself? Should we walk away from this crowd? We're so happy that you're back." So yeah, it's been great. I feel a lot more love now again. What else is there to say? There's something I kind of want to do, and it's probably going to be in another video, but I'm just going to mention it here as well. After all these years, I know that my tutorials and my work and me guiding people has helped people. I mean, I'm getting occasional messages like from I'm now like a senior VFX artist, and I started out because of your videos, your tutorials, your guidance, that kind of thing. And I would love to hear more from people that I helped and that are now doing well, either in the VFX scene or just my work helped them. How do I say this in proper English? That my work guided them towards something that they really enjoy doing. I think I would really appreciate those messages. Could be a good moral, positive vibe that I need right now. So there's that. I'm not sure if I should make another video for that, but I probably will. And if you like more electronic or techno kind of music, give my SoundCloud or as usual YouTube channel a go. I would really appreciate the support, and who knows, maybe you'll like it. I think I rambled enough, so I'm gonna end the video here. Let's end the note with, how are you doing? Just tell me what you're doing. Like, are you still in the games industry? Are you making VFX? Are you doing something else? Tell me something good that you're enjoying doing, and I could appreciate that. So yeah, take care, have a great week, great weekend, great year, and I guess that's it. End of video. Luos out.